In today's video, we're going to do something I haven't done in about 5 years, and that is take a look at a couple of flashlights from the folks at Olight. But just to be forewarned, yes, we are going to take a close look at these lights because I think they're pretty cool. But also, there's going to be a little rambling because I think it's worth an explanation of why I had a 5-year fast with Olight and why I decided to break that fast with these lights. So anyway, stick around. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me for today's video where, as I said, we're going to take a look at a couple of new Olight flashlights and tell you a quick story, hopefully quick, about why I've been on a 5-year Olight fast and why I decided to break it. But first, as usual, today's words of wisdom from the Bible. Today's wisdom is from the book of John in the New Testament, chapter 8, verse 12 in the NLT version. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." And also, a big thank you to my friends at XS for sponsoring this and many other videos. I got to tell you, I have literally been an XS customer buying their stuff for literally years before they became a channel sponsor. They are the only sites that I trust mine and my family's life to own any pistol that I could carry for self-defense. So I thought it was a pretty good fit. I have no problem recommending them because I've been trusting my life to them for years. Really happy to have them as a channel sponsor. XS sights are the fastest sights in any light. They're made in the USA. And not only do they make pistol sights, they make rifle sights, shotgun sights, all sorts of other, they make a lot of good stuff, all made in the USA and all stuff that you can trust your life to. So if you go to XS Sights website and find a place to use the coupon code and you enter SOP15, you'll be glad you did. So thanks to XS Sights for sponsoring this video. Now, let's talk about Olight, and I promise we're going to take a good look at these lights, kind of show you what they're capable of and why they induced me to break my fast from Olight. But first, to get the any potential drama out of the way and say, I've got no beef with Olight. They didn't do me wrong. There's no hard feelings there, no bad blood between Olight and me. I'm not mad at them. I don't think they're mad at me. Nothing like that happened to cause me to stop doing Olight videos. Honestly, the situation was that when I was doing these videos, so were a lot of other people. And it got to the point where, as my friend Chris Tanner from Prepared Mind 101 would say, that they were giving out flashlights like Mardi Gras beads. So what would happen is, every month they were doing a flash sale video, and those flash sales were always on the same day. So they were sending out all these flashlights for people to review and promote. And if you were in this space, whatever you call it, outdoors, survival, tactical, whatever space, the flashlight space, on YouTube, and you were subscribed to a bunch of channels, then on the flash sale day, your entire YouTube feed would be just covered with Olight videos. So it kind of got to where they, I would get, not only were the videos I was making not getting very many views because there were so many other people doing the same thing. Also, I was getting complaints from people like, no, you're not doing another Olight video. I'm so sick of these Olight videos. Everywhere I look, it's Olight videos, blah, blah, blah. So that was reason number one that I kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to back away from this for a while. Reason number two, they seem to be putting a lot of their effort into weapon lights, and I'd done some weapon light, reviews and videos for them. But as you learn, and you learn things, sometimes your opinions, your viewpoints change. Anything to do with life safety, as far as guns and gear and first aid and trauma, I'm not going to recommend anything that I would use myself. And as my education and information got better, I said, I'm not going to trust my life to these. So maybe they're trustworthy. I'm not saying they're not, but I personally didn't feel comfortable doing that. So I figured I got to be honest with you and with me, and so I kind of backed away from Olight. And to be honest with you, when they contacted me about reviewing these and want to know about getting back together with them, I said, I'll be happy to. I think they make a good product, but I'm not interested in doing any weapon lights. So there you go. That's it. No drama, no hard feelings. Everybody, let me just say again, everybody that I've had any dealings with at Olight, from the people here in their worldwide, in their U.S. headquarters, which is outside Atlanta, to the people from China, because this is a Chinese-owned company. I've met at different events. Everybody I've had any contact with has been extremely nice, professional, friendly. Like no drama there, no bad blood, no anything. Let's talk about these lights now. We're going to take a look at this light, which is the iMini 2, and we're going to take a look at this light, the Arcfield. I get it right? Arcfield Pro. Arcfield Pro, yeah. This one, let's just say the 14-year-old boy that's still kicking around in me like this one for a specific reason. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But let me get you down here to the old tabletop here, and we'll talk about the details of these things, and then we'll show some night shots and see if I can land this plane. Okay, here are the two lights we're going to be taking a look at. This is the Olight iMini 2, and this is the Olight Arcfield Pro. We'll start with the little one. So the iMini 2 has a light level of 50 lumens, and it's good for 60 minutes on a full charge. And it's 2.17 inches long by 0.59 inches in diameter and weighs just 0.69 ounces. So it's a super light. Speaking of full charge, it has an integrated USB charging, plug on the actual charging base, so on the cap. So you don't have to have any special cords, any second cords. Just plug the sucker in and it charges. And then it comes with a couple of these little rubber covers to put on it if you want to do that. It comes with a little clip here. If you want to put this on a key ring or a lanyard or something, you can do that. Clips right on. Just pop it off to charge. And if you just want to put it in your pocket, you can do this. Now, this thing is IPX6 rated, which means it's a device protected from powerful water jets sprayed from any direction and can withstand heavy rainfall, waterfalls, and powerful water blasts. That's what an IPX6 rating means. Also has a magnetic base, by the way, so this thing will stick to anything that a magnet will stick to. Pretty cool there. And you pull it. It's not complicated at all. You take it off the base, it's on. Put it back on the base, it's off. So you have this on your keychain. You put it off your keychain, it's on. Put it back on your keychain, it's off. So that's the iMini 2. This thing's about $14 right now on Amazon. There'll be a link in the video description below. Now, let's talk about the Arcfield Pro. This thing has a maximum of 1,300 lumens, and it's available in either cool white or natural white. It's 2608 candela. Has 5 white light levels. Has a 900 MW or 365 NM UV light. If you know what that means, you got more tech in your brain than I do. And it has a class 3R green laser. So the thumb switch to switch between the UV, the laser, and the white light. Show you this. Has a battery level indicator. You see the little green lights there. And it has a magnetic charging cable. That's just pops on the bottom. You plug it into USB. So pretty cool there. There you go. This thing is IPX7 rated, which means it is protected from harmful effects of submersion in water up to 30 minutes at a depth of 1 meter or 3.3 feet. It has aluminum alloy body and a very crystal clear glass lens. And it is 4.72 inches long by 1.06 inches wide this way by 0.62 inches thick. And it has a 3.191 ounce weight with a nice little pocket clip on back here. Some little grip grooves on the side. The thumb switch is very intuitive. I think that's pretty cool. And talk about the light levels real quickly. It has 5 different white light levels. So to access the white light level, you just click the thing to the little white flashlight indicator there. Moonlight level is 1 lumen. To get the moonlight, you just hold it down for a second, and it's on for 1 lumen. Now that's good for 11 days. If you want to get low, just hold it down for a second, and it raises it. The next level is going to be, let's see, let's cycle through. Okay, so that's low. It's 15 lumens, good for 55 hours. Medium is 100 lumens, good for 9 hours, 45 minutes. High is 420 lumens, down to 100 lumens. So it's good for 420 lumens for 135 minutes, and then after that it drops down to 100 lumens for 12 minutes. And then turbo, if you want to access turbo from any light level, you just triple click it. That's 1300 lumens, and that's for 4 minutes, and it goes down to 420 lumens for 126 minutes. If you want to go to strobe, you just double click it. It gives you a strobe. I'm not a big fan of strobe. So, a couple of other details. This thing has a memory, so the last level you had it on, it'll turn back on to, but except only for the three levels, so the low, medium, and high. So now we cycle through low, medium, high. That's how you cycle, low, medium, high. It always goes in that order. And we're going to turn it off on low and turn it back on. It goes back to low. So, and it also has a lockout feature, so when it's off, if you hold it down, hold the button down till the light comes on and it goes off. That was laser, but either way, then it's locked out. You can push the button all you want, nothing's going to happen. Except the little red light will come on. A little red light there. But there it is. Tells you it's locked out. So to unlock it, just reverse that. Hold it down till the light comes on. There you go. Laser. There's the laser. Yep. And there's the UV. Let's take a look at the night shots now, and we'll try to land this airplane. Alrighty, here's the Mini. There it is. There's the play set out there. Pretty good, pretty good. Can't really see the outdoor studio, but you can see, let's say that's 25 feet away probably right there, maybe even 30 to the base of that swing set. So there's the moonlight, and there's looking at the ground about 4 feet away from the camera lens. And there's my hand. Let's see if it'll get it focused. Okay, so that's my hand about 15 inches from the lens. We'll transition now to the low. That's low, and you can see kind of the ground about 4 feet. That's about as clear as you can see it there. Can't really see out into the distance very far. Let's cycle through medium, and there we are down. I'll say that's a good 6-7 feet at the bottom of those little rinky-dink steps. Look out there to the kids. My grandson's little play castle, and that's medium. We'll go to high. And there's high. And you see the old outdoor studio out there, sort of see it. And then we'll go to turbo. And that's turbo. And there you can see, obviously, very clearly. You can also see the outdoor studio very clearly. Now, let's go to the UV. Can't really see much with the UV. Look down here. And then finally, there's the laser. And what I've noticed about the laser is it's probably at a frequency that interferes with the camera. You can't really see it in the camera here. Like you can just see a green dot. But what you can do, you can go ahead and turn the light on at the same time. Okay, you can see it now on the balance orientation rotation device back there. Alrighty then. How many push-ups can Chuck Norris do? All of them. Okay, so that was the highly technically produced night shots here of the flashlights. Hopefully you can see what the deal was. Whenever I do night shots, the cameras, between the lighting adjustment on the camera and all that, it's really hard to see on camera what you see with your eyes. But surely you can understand that 1300 lumens is stinking bright. So we'll see how it looks on camera when I edit. But I do think it'd be worthwhile to talk about a few pros and cons of this and kind of answer the question of whether I'm going to continue to break the fast with Olight. So first of all, let's talk about the iMini 2. This is a little keychain pocket light, and I was drawn to this one because I like the little one I had before, the Mini 1, I guess, or whatever it was. I liked it a lot, and it had a little screw cap on it. And you had to unscrew the cap to charge it with a cable, so you had the two pieces there. But you just turned it to turn it on. This one, I didn't really realize when you pull it out, it's on all the way. So for me, the way I would carry this in my pocket, that's not optimal, to be honest with you, because if I got this in my pocket, I've got to pull it out, take this apart. Now I got this little piece in my hand I got to do something with. Put it back in my pocket. Then I got this, and I got to remember to put them back together. Look, it's a first world problem. Okay, I get it. It's not a big deal. But on the other hand, I like that it's magnetic. I like that I can, clear my mouth if I need to. I'm prone to do that a lot. And I like the fact that it's got its own little charger built right in. So if you were to put this on a keychain or a lanyard or whatever around your neck, it's certainly simple. Then you're really good to go. And if not, just stick this in your pocket. It's not that big a deal. But anyway, that's my pros and cons about this. Again, I think the small light is cool, the Mini too. But really the light that induced me to break my fast was this, the Arc Field Pro. And a few things that really kind of, get over here where you can see it against the white, red and white. A couple of things that really kind of piqued my curiosity, we'll say, was I like the shape of it. I like that it's kind of flat, fits better in your pocket. I'm used to carrying the stiletto, the Surefire stiletto, so you know that. So I'm used to having that flat light in my pocket. This one fits in there really well. It's even a little narrower than that stiletto, so it takes up less room in my pocket, to be honest with you. It's very, very well made. The build quality is good. You can hold this thing in your hand and it feels like quality. Nice pocket clip on it. And I like that it has 3 different light levels on it. You have white light, UV, and laser. Okay, I got to be honest. The 14-year-old in me is probably the one that said, yeah, the laser, do it. So, so I did. When I was a kid, lasers were things of science fiction. Now they're everywhere. But to be fair, there is a practical use for this for me. Now, if you're giving presentations or whatever in front of a screen, laser points are certainly very useful. But for me, I'm in the real world. I'm a plumbing contractor, so I have guys that work with me, and I might need to show them something. Heck, I might even need to take a picture of it and show them something that needs to happen. And so, if I've got a laser here, I can aim this laser at it. Bam, like here it is, whatever. I can aim the laser at it and take the picture and say, where the green dot is, that's where you need, or make a video on my phone nowadays, and that's what needs to happen, or that's what I'm talking about. Or if in person, I can do the same thing. So I thought it would be a good tool to have, and that was certainly maybe just a way to rationalize wanting a laser, because I think it's cool. But the other thing is you can always mess with a cat with a laser, right? So anyway, yeah, I know that's childish, but it's just true. So anyway, that's kind of the things that drew me to it. And I'll be honest with you, this thing did not disappoint me. And this one I think is around $100 on Amazon. You can check it out. But hopefully, this video has been somewhat informative, maybe even reasonably entertaining. And look, I'm sorry if you were expecting a whole bunch of negative drama about Olight, because some people like that. But really, again, no bad blood there, no negativity. I think Olight, I'm not mad at them. They're not mad at me. They may be a little mad at me about the weapons light thing, but if I'm not going to use it, I can't recommend it. But I'm going to use the heck out of these things because I think they're really good lights. Thanks again to the folks at Olight for sending me these so I could test them and kind of break my fast and show them to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.